Yo, I think it was my Wi-Fi that was sending the call, so I said, let me come to the crib, come up here, get under this Wi-Fi service. Chill. What's up, brother? Appreciate you and wifey coming. Alright, man. Definitely thanks for the love and the support. See if this thing is working.
Yo,
Yo, what's going on, brother?
of
Hey, man. Appreciate the love, brother.
course.
I don't know what's going on with my the volume on this thing.
Yeah, I thought my phone died when the live like ended when you was in your car. I didn't know what the fuck happened.
I don't know what's going on with this volume. I know his phone acting up today. But thank you, brother. I appreciate it, man. You don't even know how much that means to me and the family, yo.
Of course.
Man, your pops reached out. That was beautiful, man. I needed that,
He was mad I didn't, talk to him about it.
Yeah, he was telling me. I know he was cursing you out, right?
Yes, that's enough.
You know your pops always cursing you out, man. All right, man. It's tough though, but I thank you, man.
Of course, man.
But
That chicken was
yo,
good.
I'm
Yeah.
gonna hit you back. I'm gonna get you back, and I'm gonna pull my brother in real quick. One of my brothers, so I could
All right.
volley him real fast.
All right, yeah, you good.
All right.
Yo,
Traveled up, brother.
can you hear me? I can hear me, right?
Huh?
I can hear me, right? I'm clear or I'm not
Yeah, I
clear?
can hear you, but I don't know what's going on with my joint. Oh,
Oh, they drop me pressing the mute button.
I'm talking right here. Quick.
Fucking keep
There you go. All right. Loud and clear.
my camera. My camera look kind of. Hold up. What's up, man? So yeah, I was hearing you talk earlier. You was talking about the importance of checking on your loved ones and your brotherhood and your family to make sure, not quarterly, but at least 2 or 3 times a week to check on each other to make sure we're all right. This world this world is out of state right now with a lot of things are out of whack. Um, it's a new world out here, man, and even the way that we was raised up isn't the same. You know what I'm saying? So you always gotta make sure the family's good. These teenagers nowadays are being put into a mind state where, you know, everything that goes on in the world gets them down. You know what I'm saying? So I find it very important. I talked to my son last week that made a pact with him that I don't care what you're going through, you got to come talk to me because most obviously 9 times out of 10 we already experienced what they experienced. You know what I mean? So we gotta just make sure we keep them close and talk to them. Um, and just try to help them get through this terrain, man. This shit is this the whole world's bugged out at this point, man. You know what I mean? It really is. And it's just
Especially, it hits hard, man, when it comes to these kids, these babies, man. And it's like, I was having to talk, we had to talk. I also be having to talk with my daughter and stuff too. And, a lot of times where I used to be like, oh, y'all kids, you don't know, like, we went through this and we had that. And it's crazy. Like, we don't understand that what they're going through now is their level. It's their time to go through certain stuff. And the level of stuff that they have to deal with, we didn't have to deal with. You
right.
know what I'm saying? So we don't know sometimes the you know, the pressure that it has on them. You know what I'm saying? Like I was using a scenario like when we used to get into fights back in the days and stuff, and you have a fight with somebody, let's say you lose the fight, you get beat up or something. Only the block knew that, or maybe certain
Now
people in school.
people putting on social
Yo,
media and making the videos and all that kind of shit.
so when things happen like that, you know what I'm saying? That you like worldwide, and like how you deal with that when everywhere you go, you known for that. You know what I'm saying?
Or
So it's definitely tough for times for them now. That's why I feel like very important to be checking in with them.
and that's why these young cats use guns. You see what I'm saying? Because of shit
Mhm.
like that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Usually we can get into a fight, we lost, we catch that L, we catch them on a rebound.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Or
Now it's like fuck. Yeah, go ahead.
like a lot of times, it's like, yeah, it happened. You might hear about it for a week or two. Then y'all back playing, y'all back friends again and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? So, now it's like I'm posted, I'm embarrassed. I gotta show something behind that. Like if it ain't them feeling like I can't cope with it and I don't want to deal with life no more, it's you embarrass me, you ain't getting away with that, and now somebody
Mm-hmm.
killing somebody behind
Now
your
somebody got to, yeah, and then it's another young kid going over some stupid shit.
back.
You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
We literally lived through a lot of that shit, man. I can recall days, shit. You remember them days we had to go get, we had to go get all those dudes, some Zulus and shit like that. 143 every day. It was,
Word.
you know what I'm saying? That was some everyday shit. You remember that?
Word. I
You know what I mean?
do.
We was young and we was doing that shit every day. The same cats, you know what I mean? 5-on-5, 6-on-6. You might catch somebody might get caught by themselves and something might happen and that shit was going on and on. Nobody got killed, none of that shit though.
Right.
You know what I mean?
But those things added on to the pressure of us growing up, you know what I'm saying? A lot of times in, you know, certain situations, whether it was a home situation, how you was growing up at home. Not
Yeah, yeah.
everybody had that silver spoon, especially with us, a lot of us,
Yeah, nah.
our era grew up rough. That drug epidemic, that was crazy.
Yeah,
You know
they
what I'm saying?
hit everybody.
Like,
They hit all our most of our aunts and uncles, parents, all types of shit, older siblings. Yeah,
like
that shit was rough. We
I,
we was born in that
yeah.
shit.
I still have visions. I still be seeing the crack bottles in my, what I'm saying, little crack
You
bottles
know.
and stuff. I still be seeing that, like, and it's like it mess you up, man. Like how different it was. You know what I'm saying? So, a lot of times we didn't get no help with it, and I guess through the grace of God, we wasn't like so much into that, like, you know, I guess taking it to that extent. I don't know what it was about us that we, when it came to coping with that. I guess we had so much going on, like you said, having beef with the
Yeah,
Zulus, and I mean,
yeah,
not
man.
beef with the Zulus, but
It was
all
just
them Spanish gangs and certain stuff. So we was
that
into
shit was
too
brutal,
much
son.
to have time to worry about what was on our minds. Like, you know what I'm saying?
The cops was even tired of that shit. They told us one day, y'all go ahead and fucking kill each other. Remember, I don't know if you was there for that shit. Fuck
Yeah,
it. We was fighting for fucking for independence, the reservoir all the way to Kingsbridge up to Morris Park. All right, fuck it. Go ahead, y'all kill each other then. Tired of coming for you niggas. You know what I'm saying? That shit was
right,
crazy.
right,
But then again, what was the cause? We all could have been going through some shit that don't even cause any of that kind of shit. You know what I mean? That was the way for us to somebody was angry and they used that to cope with their shit, and I got us to get into some team violence shit. You know what I mean?
right.
So
But it's hard, like if it is even people out there that's like knowing certain stuff that, drop something in the comment or something, let us know, like, what's like ways to detect that, because sometimes like even when people or kids or anybody's going through these things and they wear a smile and they you really don't know like what they thinking,
oh, I
like
think
how
it's
many
a
times.
I think it might be an acceptance thing, man. You know what I mean? These kids, everybody wants to have this high end brand shit and fucking be popular and all this shit and have the be the most lit kid around and all that kind of shit and have friends and things of that nature. It's different. Like I said, we didn't give a fuck about that coming up. But this generation cares about all that kind of shit. Followers and being popular at school and everybody likes them and all this kind of shit. And they care about that kind of shit, bro.
Right.
Everywhere in all terrains. We didn't give a fuck about none of that. We didn't have no social media shit, first and foremost. And we clicked who we clicked with. The whole school didn't like us. Fuck y'all. But that's not how this generation thinks, bro. You know what I
Right.
mean?
even
They
even when it comes to adults too at times, because it's like,
yeah.
you hear about the one of the dudes who, one day he's dancing on social media, he happy, he in a good mood. Next day he's in the hotel
Liam,
killing
Liam,
himself.
turn that down, Liam. More, yeah, turn that down, man. See this kid who's blasting music now. All right, my bad.
Yeah, because and even like sometimes we go through stuff, all of us like face things, and we go through things where it's like you battling, but you don't really express it or talk to nobody about it. And some people, some of us don't realize, what I'm saying, that we are like really hurting and really need some help. You know what I'm saying?
I can attest to that, man. To tell you the truth, you know what I mean. My whole life walking around, like, oh, this nigga travels, look mad. He look mad, man. I was moving around my whole fucking life. You know what I mean? My mom was mentally ill after she had me. She got sick. She couldn't really raise me and my sister. That was a thing that was passed down from my grandmother after she had my uncle. It was like a trickle down thing. So I couldn't, I lived with my mom from time to time, but I couldn't fully live with my mom. So I was all over the fucking place. You might catch me in the Bronx, you might catch me in North Carolina, Inglewood, New Jersey. I was all over the fucking place.
Right, right,
Couldn't see my siblings and shit. You know what I mean? They in other states and so I was always walking around like this. I don't care where I live. I might have lived in neighborhoods where niggas thought that everything was all peachy and creamy. You know what I mean? But that wasn't the case. And I was an angry child coming up, man. You know what I mean? Always look mad because I was always in my head thinking about shit. So it wasn't like
right.
I was trying to look tough. You know what I mean? It was just like I'm constantly thinking, like, yo, man, wonder what my sister doing. Wonder if mommy gonna come home. Going to see your mother in a mental institute was equivalent on holidays is going to see somebody in jail. You know what I'm saying? So you're going up to a fucking max mental ward to go visit your mom on Christmas and things of that nature.
Wow.
You know what I mean? So that's why, and I didn't talk about it for years. Only people I really knew was people that was really, close, like lived in the same quarters as me, or that I was with like every day. You know what I'm saying? But a lot of people ain't know that shit.
Right,
So
right. And
that
then
was my,
that's
my problem.
yeah, that's the thing, right? Like, and then you don't really know like what's the damage behind it. You think it like, I'm all right, that's just them going through that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
That's their situation, but you don't know the cause and effect that it's having on you. You know what I'm saying? And we feel because we okay or we think we okay, we really not. You know what I'm saying? So it's important that's a good thing though when we put certain things out there, although, not everything is for everybody, but still in all, when we do need that help, we won't be able to get it if nobody knows what's going on. And
right.
like even with this one, like I was going through it last weekend, you know what I'm saying? On top of that, my one of my cousins, right after that live, I found out that her aunt passed away. You know what I'm saying? So
Right.
multiple deaths in the family is just like, so, you know, I was glad that I had so much love and so many people reached out, showed they love, people even extending a helping hand, that work for, mental health and just like getting that support, you know what I'm saying? And I'm all for it, you know what I'm saying? Because although I feel like it sometimes like, good, ain't nothing wrong with me. I know I got some stuff on my chest, you know what I'm saying? So, you
Yeah.
know, just putting myself out there to show that it's okay, you know what I'm saying? You know, it's okay to understand like the battles you're going through and to get the love and know that you ain't in it alone. You know what I'm saying? You got
Definitely not.
people fight with you and help you through it because they want to see you here. You know what I'm saying? It's a beautiful thing, you know what I mean? And you know, like I said at my sister's thing, like it's so hard for me to mourn because I want to live for her, you know what I'm saying? Like certain things I want to do, like she's not gonna get to do none of that, you know what I'm saying? So just putting myself in a position to say, you know what, I want to live, I want to win, you know what I'm saying? So whatever it is that I may need to fix, talk about, or get to, let me get to it. And if I gotta put myself on the front line for other people to feel like, yo, that shit is important and they need to get to it too, then
Yeah,
she'll be it. You know what I'm saying?
man, I'm here with you, bro. We can do that
I
together, man, because
already know, man. All
we
praises to the Most High,
or
baby.
all praises to the Most High, and that's why we even having this conversation because everything is done in divine order. You know what
Absolutely.
I'm saying? So,
Absolutely,
no,
yo. You already reached out. I was like, wow, you know what I'm saying? Like, and I told you, I was thinking about it. I was like, yo, I'm gonna hit him up. And as I'm thinking about you, you called me. I'm
you
like,
see,
wow.
that's what I'm saying.
Venture, man.
That's
Real, yo. You know what I'm saying? So I need that phone call, B, and people don't know just how important it is just to show people. You got people here that you know you love, you care for, you want to see them here. And it's sad that it takes for certain situations and circumstances like that to happen for us to be able to come together and show that love. Like if that little girl could have seen that love that was in that building, man, like the difference that could have made, you know what I'm saying? Like it's heavy, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, my niece said something, you know, she gave a good, powerful one, her and my daughter, and just that we got to do better. That always sticks, man.
yeah.
And it's like we hear that a lot, but to hear that come from her, you know what I'm saying? Like that was big, you know what I'm saying? And we really got to, you know, pull together, start building these communities. This is what social media is about. It's not about downing each other and, oh,
And
you got this.
algorithms and all this
But like,
bullshit. Yeah,
you ain't got the latest when most people faking it till they make it any goddamn way. So, you know
yeah.
what I'm saying? Like, we got to do better for real,
It,
yo.
it, it's a studied fact that the social media shit also causes mental health issues, bro, because everybody's watching everybody. You know, I'm not saying. I mean, some people it was a highlight clips of people's lives, man. It's not an everyday thing. So you might see cats out on vacation, or
Mm-hmm.
cats popping bottles, or whatever the fuck they doing for the moment. But that's just for the highlights.
Right.
Everybody's still dealing with issues and things of that nature when they're not doing those posts. But since everybody sees that all day, you know, it gets somebody that damn it, they're not doing enough. You know what I'm saying? They're not, and that's the shit that causes mental issues with this fucking social media shit. That's why
Absolutely.
people take breaks and things of that nature from that shit because that shit running all day. You know what I mean?
Need to take
Uh,
breaks from it. You
Yeah,
know what I'm
because
saying?
you always or change up your algorithm, man, or something. You know, start watching videos about mental health, or about there's things that's on a more positive note. We're gonna see the celebrity bullshit all day, you know, the beach and 50 and this and that. Get that off your shit. You know what I mean? Because you're going that's
Mm-hmm.
what rapper said this about Jim and Cam and all this bullshit. Just start putting more, you know what I mean? More
Yeah.
healthier jewels and the things of that nature part of your algorithm so it can have a balance.
Right,
Yeah.
because you spread that negativity, man, just keeping the vibration low. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like, there's
yeah,
a
for
lot
sure.
of vibrational stuff going on, and it's like, you know what I'm saying? It's sickening, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm on that where, like, I'm trying to raise vibration, man. I'm on a different level, you know what I'm saying? Although nobody's perfect, I ain't perfect, you know what I'm saying? But
None of us
I
are
work
shit.
every day, you know what I'm saying? I wake up and, you know, I'm thanking God, I'm praying, you know, before I lay down praying, you know what I'm saying? And I just know, like, you know, where I'm at right now with it on my spiritual journey, just growing, trying to be a better me. Like I do that work every day, waking up and trying to figure out how, you know, what could I do today, or, you know, how can I make a difference in myself? You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of change in vibrations, it start with self. You know what I'm saying? You work on
Definitely.
yourself first.
Absolutely. You
That,
can't you
right.
sometimes even when your energy not right, that's why some people don't go around other people because
Mm-hmm.
it's unfair to other people if your energy ain't right. So you gotta
Absolutely.
get your energy right first and start with you first, and then you can't come around people if your energy's off. You know what I'm saying? So
Absolutely.
it does start with self
And that's
first.
why
That's something I deal with.
Yeah, that's why I work on that, man, and try to just, it starts with little things, man. Smile more a little bit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah,
Go
yeah, for sure.
help somebody, you see somebody doing something. You know what I'm saying? Not only does it help people, you know what I'm saying? It helps you. You know what I'm saying? You feel good about doing things. You know what I'm saying? You feel good when you really doing that self work on yourself and you start to see the progress and the changes that you're making. You know what I'm saying? People gonna see it. Some people gonna understand it and they're gonna, you know, acknowledge it, but some are not. You know what I'm saying? So, not worrying about that and just continuously doing the work every day on self. You know what I'm saying?
Word.
You know what I mean? And putting God first. You know what I'm saying? Seeking you shall find,
Right.
right?
For sure.
You
You got to do it first. You got
shall
to do the work
find. Yeah,
first. You ain't do the work, it's not going to fall out the sky. You know what I'm saying? You got to bridge that gap in between you and the Most High, so you can start moving towards you.
right. That's why
And that's
I
it.
say that.
That's in every book. You know what I'm saying? No matter what religion people are, that's what it is.
Absolutely,
You know what I'm saying?
absolutely. And God is first. You know what I'm saying? And that's my thing. Like I'm always with that. Like seeking you shall find. You know what I'm saying? And then it's like,
Word.
um, our people perish, right, for the lack of knowledge, right? The
Hmm.
knowledge of what? Knowledge of knowing thyself.
But knowledge of self is key. Word. That's why it's number one in everything.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
So
Word.
that's how you get closer to God. You got to go within first. God is within. You know what I'm saying? So once you go within, you start changing those things within you, then it pours outward. You know what I'm saying?
and and that's where a lot of people is hard to realize. You look outward, but you also got to look inward when it comes
Exactly.
to God. A lot of people get that misconfused and debates about that, but
Mm-hmm.
know thyself, know there's God energy in you as well. You know what I'm saying? You don't got to get into the old, you know what I'm talking about, those five,
Yeah.
because people get, with those lessons, people get a little
Exactly.
agitated, you know what I'm saying?
That's why,
But that's something you definitely got to do, man. You know what I'm
that's
saying? You know.
why we don't speak on it. It is what it is. To me, to each his own. You know what I'm saying? Whatever you do to get there, by all means, man, long as you get there, whatever bridge you take to get there, long as you get there, long as you're on that path, you know what I'm saying? But definitely the self-work, you know what I'm saying? And, just know who's out there for you, you know what I'm saying? Because not everybody who's with you around you is for you. And so
That's a good key. That's a good point right there. That's a definitely good point right there.
you're going to lose some people. There's going to be some people that's out of your life, but you got to think, you know what I'm saying? It's for a reason. You know what I'm saying? Especially if you're trying to change and level up or, raise your vibration, then you got to know these people. If you and the God going to remove people for a reason, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So once you understand that, you know what I'm saying, you off to a start, you know what I mean?
And also some of those people you might lose, they might have been mentally stagnated, but it takes them to fall back and look from the outside looking in to see the change, and maybe that should have start getting some of that blockage up, and they can start elevating mentally. You know what I'm saying? So that works out for them too. If they have to fall back for them. Now they looking for now. Oh, okay. Now I gotta. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
We was both right here at this. Gotta mentally elevate.
Yeah,
But everybody is at their own time. You know what I'm saying? So
absolutely. Absolutely. You can't trust nobody. And sometimes when you do that, you know what I'm saying? Like, I was telling my boys before, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, me coming to God, me being in a certain kind of realm and talking to it about it the way I am, you know what I'm saying? Like, come as is, you know what I'm saying? The work is going to be done, but you come as is. And certain people, like, God's going to have warrior soldiers in every level because
word.
not certain people who are out there in a certain kind of way is going to be able to reach the certain kind of people he needs them to reach. So that's
Right.
what it takes people like us, you know what I'm saying? It takes
hmm
other
You can't
people.
have a squeaky clean cat go out and squeaky clean super religious guy go out in the street and talk to these guys on a corner representing risking their life every day to bring bread and butter home.
Right,
They're not gonna listen to that guy. They're gonna listen to what I mean, a guy who was out there on the corner with you maybe 6 months ago, or maybe
right,
if and they're gonna listen to those kind of dudes, man. And
exactly.
that's
Exactly. That's why we got to normalize that because, I come across a lot of people like my age and a little younger and stuff, and they be, spiritually involved. They be there, but it's like I see a lot of people on it. It's like in secrecy. Like it's like nobody wants to be looked at as weird. Or it's like, you know what I'm saying?
yeah.
Because you love God or you changing your life or you want better. You know what I'm saying? So you know, then if I talk to certain people, they don't really see it as like it's they think it's play. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
And
they think it's a scheme. That's another thing our coaching. Another thing our coaching got a problem with, man. when somebody comes through genuine, when somebody comes from their heart with shit, it's hard for some people to receive that because they're always looking for somebody coming from an angle. You know what I mean? With
Right.
some kind of fucking, which I don't want to blame some of them, but like that's not how it is. No, you know what I mean? You gotta detect, gotta be able to learn how to detect that shit out, man. You know what I mean? Everybody ain't coming for an angle, man. Some people are really trying to come through on some genuine, helping somebody change their life, having a spiritual connection with people, so we can all
Right.
go to the same direction. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Or
Because we already know what level this world is on right now. And you know what I'm saying? You got to use your discernment with certain things to know,
or
like, and the difference between people that's really, you know what I'm saying? Like, on that. You know what I'm saying? And of course, I'm fresh in it. Like, I've always been a believer in God. Like, I never was like a religious person, but I always believed. You know what I'm saying? So it was like just not too long, I say within a little over a year, you know what I'm saying? Like I really came into the spiritual journey. So, you know, and it's real for me, you know what I'm saying? I'm not afraid to speak on it, show it, you know what I'm
nah,
saying?
nah, that's part of you.
I'm talking about it, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, I still got to get out here and deal with real world stuff, you know what I'm saying? I'm a
Most
dad,
definitely.
I work, I do what I got to do. I do the same shit everybody else do. But it don't mean I can't have my faith and my belief, you know what I'm saying? And I'm not afraid to show that, you get what I'm saying? And I think a lot of people are, and this is why it's like hard for them to make the transition, you know what I'm saying, into that light, you know what I mean? Because it's not normalized. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's looked down upon to an extent, but then everybody in the background doing it, you know what I'm saying? Like you hear people talk about God and you know, a lot of it be like surface level, but when you really dig into it, it gets deep, you know what I'm saying?
Because it is actually levels to this shit. Just
Yeah.
like they say, there's levels. Yo, it's like it's and this shit is like the universe is non-ending. So
Right.
it's knowledge is infinite, man. You know what I'm saying? So this is for real infinite. Like you gonna catch dudes everywhere and everywhere. You know what I'm saying? So it don't matter what religion it is. Those are all, and it's all like we was talking about the other day. I explained how you put those universal plugs in the socket, but every Android, iPhone, all that shit go to the same socket. Don't you like the religion? You're going to that same higher power, most high source. This is all the same thing. You know what I mean? It's all love. You all trying to get to the same level. You can come from the Buddhist direction, the Christianity direction, the Muslim direction, but we all going to that same higher source with the most high. You know what I'm saying? So
Or
word.
to the most high. So I don't, you know, I don't be getting sometimes where it's like one is feeling more than the other. Like it don't make sense, but I, you know, teach his own. Like I
Yeah,
said,
they gonna do that. They people won't, that's gonna be to the end of time until this world, this planet perishes. The whole planet will perish and that shit will still be going on. You
I,
know what I mean? But hey, let's get the Jews, man. It's like a filter, man. It's a filter and everything, man.
absolutely
It's like a spiritual filter, and you just take the Jews out, man. That's it, man.
right.
You know what I mean? Love is love.
But
Word.
I think that's like the first place to start. You try to build your mental and get to a good space, you know what I'm saying, to where, you know, you can start doing the real work that, you know what I'm saying, God's first, you know what I'm saying? Then from there, you know, all is possible, you know what I'm saying? I don't like be put in no box. That's why the whole thing
Word.
of
Word. Me either.
like, you know what I'm saying?
I don't really got a
A,
title, bro. There's no title with
a
me.
box is four corners,
Yeah.
man. You stuck in four corners and don't let them close the box or you could
Right.
stealing. You know what I'm saying? I'd rather be the odd one then. Let me be outside the box. Cause it's
Word.
limitless to what I can do outside that box. You
Right.
know what I'm saying? So that's just the type of time I'm on right now. You know what I mean? But it's definitely a rough journey, man. Like I said
It is,
before,
man. It is.
you take that path, man, I'm telling you, like the
And you're gonna
fight.
get tested. You're gonna get
Oh,
spiritually tested. You're
oh,
always gonna be in a spiritual war every
oh,
fucking time. You know what I'm
oh.
saying? Once you think you're going good, here comes some shit. Then some shit from 20 years ago try to come bite you in the back. You're like, yo, fam, like, you know what I'm saying? Like it happens. I go through that shit all the time, man.
That's why I be
Word.
saying. I be like, yo, they be like, oh, let's go to church. I'm in church every day. I have to be.
Word.
This dirty up boy, I can't just go one day out the week. Like I will lose it if I ain't looking at something spiritually uplifting or something to do with God. I do that every day. You know what I'm saying? Because I know, you know, if I let that slip, you know, that entity is waiting for its moment. You know what I'm saying? So I know, you know, that's just the kind of, when I took that path, it's like I know what I'm in for, you know what I'm saying? So
Word.
definitely just, growing in it now, but, you know, Quit. What's up, Quinn? Bella, what's going on?
People tapping in.
Yeah,
That's what's
but,
up.
it's just, it's rough, yo. It's rough out here, what just happened. Seen that?
Yeah, that shit is. That's what we talking about. You see what I'm saying? Yeah,
Uh,
yeah. So now let's fuck up the shit. You see what I'm
they, don't,
saying?
they don't like these talks,
They
man.
don't like these
They don't
talks,
like.
man.
They
They
know
don't.
a lot of
But we
people
gonna
out
do it.
there that feel like that, and then now this confirms for them too. You know what I'm saying? Like it's confirmation. Like you know what I mean? Y'all not bugging. Spiritual energy, the stuff that's going around, yo. These ups and downs, you not bugging. You are definitely battling some different kind of energies. Like I always say, like if everything got an opposite, if it's an up, down, left, right, in, out, whatever you want to say has an opposite, right? So we here in the real 3D physical form, then it has to be a spiritual level. It has to be an
Of
opposite. You
course,
know what I'm saying?
absolutely.
When people really start realizing that, you start digging into that, like you can really tap in and start understanding why you in certain situations or why people move a certain kind of way. Like I pick up on energy so crazy, it's not even funny. Like you know what I mean? Like and people got to understand, go a little deeper. That's all I say. Don't be afraid of it. Just go a little deeper and tap in and, you know what I'm saying? Start figuring out who you are energy wise too. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's another thing. Yeah.
We are here in the physical form, but we very spiritual. You know what I'm saying? And when people start tapping in and learning certain things, you know what I'm saying? It'll make more sense, you know what I'm saying, to you why this world is like out of whack. You know what I'm saying? So,
And people probably more receptive to that nowadays. They know this world is really out of whack. Like serious, like this shit is done, son. It's done up. Like you know what I mean? So you gotta that's gonna intrigue you to go. People should be more intrigued and more receptive to go have a spiritual journey at this point in life right now,
I,
man.
that's why me knowing one of them energies of me being pure love and unconditional love, like, you know what I'm saying? It's like, it don't just be one little thing or the little stuff. It's like stuff that I could watch that's going on in the world that bothers me to my heart. You know what I'm
Of
saying?
course.
Like it pains me. You know what I'm saying? So
Savagery is out here. Super savagery is going on, bro. Super
man,
savagery.
you want to get in that fight. You want to do certain things to get into that. And I think a lot of times certain things hold us
Oh
back.
look, they go John Bailey. That's
John
crazy.
Tree.
Yeah. What up, John? Another one from the old way, man. Word.
Oh, John, man.
John.
John was 6 foot in the third grade, B. Like
Yo,
6'4" in the third grade, B. He was
this guy.
he was cheating in them relay races, man. Long ass legs,
Yo.
yo. Them long ass legs, he was cheating. I'm still mad. I
Yo.
beat you, John, a couple times, so you know. You know what I'm saying? Barely, man. That's
Word. This shit was sitting in my, you know how you get them inboxes and they won't let it go through because they think it's a fake page. I happened to go on there one day. I saw John Meets with John. I looked at the picture. Oh shit, that's John. I let him through and shit. So it's good to see that brother. Word is born.
right,
Word.
right. I haven't seen John in a while too. So it's good to know, you know what I'm saying? My boy's still out there, good energy. Always love. You know what I mean?
Word. Word.
This is, it feels good to be able to talk and get this out. You don't even know, yo. You know what I'm saying? Because
You have to do it.
it ain't too many people that you can have these kind of conversations with. You know what I'm saying? Like, I talk to Key. I
Yeah,
talk to my.
yeah, we gotta get Key in here too, man. This thing could I don't know if it's like Instagram, you can have like 3, 4 people at the same time. I'm not sure if
I'm
that
not.
can I would love to do that too. Get him in
I,
here too.
I'm not sure. You know what I'm saying? I'm getting familiar with it because I'm
This
jumping
one,
and I'm jumping in the pool. So it's like I'm figuring it out as I go. Just a little insight I have. Somebody who I felt looked up to, mentoring and stuff. Ain't nothing wrong with getting you somebody to talk to, right? We was going back and forth about this at one point, and he like, nah, because you got to do this. You got to get this done first. And you got to do da 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 da. I said, nah, I'm going to push the button. I'm not
Yeah.
push the button. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got to know what you go to. No, I'm going to push the button because it's all from my heart. It's all love.
Yeah, you gotta let it flow, man, for sure.
Yeah, so I'm flowing. I'm going to push the button. We're going to learn this as we go. But we're going to get to it. It's none of that
Now,
talking
now,
about.
if it was a podcast or
Yeah.
some shit, then when I have like
Then you
certain
got to,
viewpoints and
and
things of
that's,
that nature,
yeah, because
you know what I mean?
eventually when I want to get into that, I can learn that, because of course you got to edit videos, do certain, or, that's if you go on that route. You could do a live podcast too. And you could push,
Lives will be fine, man. You know what I mean?
you could push the button with that too. You know what I'm
The
saying?
more organic, yeah, exactly. The more organic, the better. You know what I mean? We don't want to be going off scripts and reading fucking notes in the background and shit. You know what I mean? Just let it flow, man. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but that's my
Word.
bro. That's my bro. B. I just had to send a little shot. That
Yo,
just send a little shot. You know what I'm
word.
saying? It was a rough weekend, so I'm glad to have my spirits lifted. You know what I'm saying? And I
Yes.
appreciate you doing that for me, brother. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you don't even understand, man, the level. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's truly, truly appreciated. You know what I'm saying? Because not
Word.
many people, people will say like, yeah, 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 and then when that time comes, like, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? So,
No, it's very rough, man. I had, yeah, it's a rough, it's very, in the circumstances make it even more worse. You know what I'm saying? It's just a lot of things going on, and it's a very tough turmoil thing to go through, man. Or I can imagine, man. I had a year like that in 2021.
see, this helps me though. You know what I'm saying? Because I know how to express myself like this. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes with the back and forth, like you doing it by yourself. A lot of times, it's like you trying to find a.
They hating on us again. Look at this, freezing up. They hating on us again. Fucking my. They hating on us. You hear me?
Hello?
You, yeah, okay, now you're back. I'm about to see they hate. They super hating. You see this?
Nah, what it was, my daughter was calling. She
Oh,
was calling me. So
oh,
I
okay.
had to text her to let her know because she don't know I'm on live. You know what I'm saying? So she gonna keep calling until I answer her. So I'm like, you gonna keep messing up the live. But yeah, that's what it was. But that be happening. You know what I'm saying?
Definitely.
I'm sure somewhere down the line, this system is going to do something, throw some kind of wrench in it and try
It's all
to.
right. We gonna put this on the page.
Oh yeah, do it. Yeah,
Yeah,
most definitely, man. But I definitely appreciate it, man. Like, I reached out and when you call and I'm like, yo, listen, this is what I want to do. And you was like, yo, I love to. So
yeah,
I'm glad
yeah,
you jumped on
yeah.
board. Was
We
like,
get to.
nigga, you know what I'm saying?
Hey man, look,
Go ahead.
we both done went through. We in our 40s now, man. You know what I'm saying? We don't been through wild. Wow, we have to do this,
Right.
man. You know what I'm saying? This is a long journey. This is what men can do this, man. It's
Mm-hmm.
normalized to do that. We can do this. We can have conversations, talk about real life things, spiritual things, stuff that we have to unpack that we gotta heal from. There's
Right.
nothing wrong with that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? At
And
all.
women
The
too.
brothers
Women
need
too
that.
do it. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
we've been doing it. We the ones
Oh
that
yeah,
been
they
we the
been.
ones
That's
that been
true.
on, yeah, we the ones that been on some stubborn shit. Walk around, fuck all that, you know what I'm saying? You know what I mean?
I ain't doing
We
none of that. Yeah,
been doing fuck that shit,
nah.
son. Gonna keep it moving. And then one night you in the corner fucking having a breakdown and shit by yourself and
Right.
shit. You know what I mean? So
Exactly. Exactly.
word.
Like how you said, man, we gotta start normalizing that, man.
Yeah.
To
I don't think
anybody
there's
else,
nothing wrong with that.
y'all could jump on, inbox me something if y'all wanna get on the live. If y'all want me to come on the live with y'all, I'm willing, man.
I don't have
We can talk about whatever. You want to talk about
whatever. You know what
aliens?
I'm saying?
You want to talk
Word. We
about
could do that too. We could talk about them
let's
motherfuckers flying around
talk
everybody's
about it.
house and
Yeah,
shit.
cause yeah,
Word.
I'm willing. I'm willing to talk about it all. You know what I'm saying?
Word. Word.
Because these spinny globe people be crazy, man. And it's like, you know what I'm saying? They want to put you in that frenzy too. You know what I'm saying?
Yo, me and Key was having these conversations fucking damn near 20 years ago. Niggas thought crazy now, but everybody
You
crazy
see that,
now. Look, you
right?
know what I'm
Now,
saying?
now the
Like,
truth is
you know
starting
what I
to come
mean?
out. Everybody, oh
Word.
shit, maybe, just
Reptilians
maybe.
and all that
Mhm.
shit, D. Word.
Yeah, so that's dope. Like, you know what I'm saying? Y'all ain't alone, B. You know what I'm saying? We out here. You know what I'm saying? We can all be weird together if that's what they want to put us in. You know what I'm saying? But
Being weird
we
and
know what
being on
time it is.
point.
Huh? Yeah.
Being weird and being on point. And we
Right.
ain't sleep out here, man. We up. And I ain't even gonna say the woke shit because everybody's using that shit now. I'm getting sick of that. But
That's a fact.
we just alert, man.
And,
We on point.
and that's where I'd rather be. You get what I'm saying?
Word.
You know, if it ain't nothing wrong, if you like snoozing, you know what I'm saying, just turn your pillow around, get the cool side. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Get that cool side of your pillow, you know what I'm saying?
get the cool side of the pillow, man. Keep flipping and
Flip
rotating,
that
man, to
shit
your
over,
ass.
man. Your saliva on that shit and all that, you done drooled on it.
Yo, oh
You know
man.
what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Get the cool side, you know what I'm saying? It is what it is, man. Like this is love, man. This is the type of energy I need, man. This get the blood flowing, you know what I'm saying?
Yes,
This
indeed.
this that, you know what I'm saying? This that push you forward right here, man. I'm
For
going to
sure.
the gym at 5 in the morning, man. Off this live, I'm going to the gym at 5 in the morning when I get up.
I gotta start doing that shit too. I'll be at work still at 5. I'll be just leaving this shit. Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm off on Sunday nights and shit, but yeah, man, 5 o'clock in the morning is this early. That's my go home time. You know
Yeah,
what I
that
mean?
energy last week put me in that, man. When people was reaching out, man, and I had so many people reaching out, like,
Yeah, I know how that is. My
like
phone, yeah,
that shit had
it's,
me up in the morning, you know what I'm saying? Cutting sleep a little bit, but you know what I'm saying, it's worth it to be in that good
receive that.
energy, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, man. Yeah, man. I wouldn't have it no other way, man. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to walk around here being depressed and then, you know what I'm saying? Like I be saying, yo, that you know, heart attacks and strokes, that shit is running rampant, you know what I'm saying? And I'm up
Yes,
there
you
in
do.
age, man. I'm not no, you know what I'm saying?
Man, they got me on. I gotta get off these shits. They got me on blood pressure pills right now.
Oh
I be
wow.
skipping
Yeah.
days and shit, trying to figure out another way. I'm like, I ain't fucking with this shit because it's mad low dosage and all that. But I'm like, nah, I want my body to get used to this shit. I fuck around and have a day where I'm getting, I'm doing a lot of activities and shit like that, and I might trigger some shit because you know what I mean. Like that shit,
What
yeah, man.
natural remedies they got for that,
They
man?
got it's I got the recipe somewhere on one of them notes in my phone
If y'all
that
watching,
somebody
put
had
that
gave
in the
me.
comments, man. Put some natural remedies. Send us
Yeah,
some
for
sites
blood
or
pressure.
something for blood pressure, yo. Send us some sites or something to look at. Get us some
Because
natural remedies.
according to the doctors, you can't. I can't. They're telling me I can't eat fucking green grapes and all types of shit. You know what I mean?
According
Like
to
you
the
just
doctor, they want to stuff
the
pills and
fuck you
shit
mean?
down. They just
Yeah,
want to fill you up with pills and shit. You know what
yeah, because they work for the pharmaceutical
I'm saying?
companies. So
Yeah,
that's why. That's
because
why.
they
See,
got stocks in it.
now we're gonna get in trouble now. See, this the shit that's gonna get us in trouble. You see
That's a
this kind
fact.
of talk?
Yeah.
But
Now I'm
yeah,
just playing.
fuck
You know
that.
what I'm saying? I'm just
Yeah, we
playing.
know what
But
we just know what y'all doing, man.
exactly.
We know
Exactly,
what y'all doing.
exactly. But like I said, man, send some of those, those natural remedies in there. You know what I'm saying? For us and for people who checking out comments and stuff, if they going through it, they could check in there. You know what I'm saying? Even if it's like for mental health stuff, drop it in a comment. If you know somebody, if it's anybody out there that's willing to put that work in
I
and
can say
help.
one thing about that.
What's up?
They're telling me that's why the vegans be doing the vegan
Vegan?
thing because they say I tried it a few. I can't do this shit every day, right? I do
Mm-hmm.
meals once in a while, but they say that when you eat the meat from these animals, man, especially cows and stuff like that, the depression that these animals have before they get killed,
Yeah.
and you eat the meat, that shit, you know what I mean? You get that shit from
Consuming
that,
that shit.
which
Yeah.
that makes sense.
Definitely
You know what I'm saying? But
consuming it.
so that's why a lot of people start to do the vegan route. But vegan is, you know what I mean? You gotta learn how to cook that thing at home, man, because you can't go to the vegan spot every fucking day, because that shit is,
It's the
but it's expensive. Even
pricey
for the
side. Yeah,
yeah,
so the pricey side.
go
You know
to
what I'm
Trader
saying?
going shopping at Trader Joe's ain't really, you know what I mean? You can't hit the Trader Joe joint. You fill the crib up with Trader Joe food, man. That shit gonna tap you out, man. You know what I'm saying? Word up. Well,
Oh man. That's a fact, though. That's a big fact, man. Word,
But
yo.
that's one of the things they say help. You know, a lot of things help with you know food. Food is a big thing to help out with mental health and wellness and things of that nature. But that's
Hmm.
one remedy. But I'm sure it's other stuff. You know what I mean? But that's just one big one that I know that's seems to be big in the community where you're saying that you got to switch up from eating too much meat and taking on a depression and things that's coming from these animals and shit. You know what I mean? So.
Absolutely. Yeah. So that's also something that's adding to it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah,
So.
I believe that. I honestly believe that, man. They know they're getting ready to go to these slaughter spots. They know they're getting ready to die, and they stressing out and all that,
Hmm.
and they
Yeah,
get killed, and all that energy is right in the meat, man. I can believe that shit. That makes sense. You know what I'm saying?
I do too.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
that shit makes sense.
That's why we ain't supposed to consume it. I mean, this you know that there's the patterns of the upbringings. You know what I'm saying? That's
Oh,
why we guys
oh yeah,
start
yeah, yeah.
finding
We
ways.
had, I mean, a lot of us ain't had no choice. You know what I mean? Word up, you gonna eat what's on the dinner table, and that's it, homie. You know what I'm saying?
Well, right?
Eat what
Like,
you gonna eat, kid.
and people used to look at me like, "Oh, you eat pork?" Like,
Yeah. I
at some
stopped
point,
that, but
no,
we
of
have a
course,
choice now.
right?
But we have a choice
That's
now.
what I
But shit,
grew
when I
up
was a
about.
kid, shit, when I was a kid, you fucking right. Yeah, we had to eat that. You had to. I ain't gonna front like we wasn't. Hell yeah, we was tearing up all that shit, pork chop and
Right.
all that when I was a kid. Hell yeah.
Especially me, man. That the meals lasted like a good 2-3 weeks, and you had a week or two where
Word.
you was fasting, but you wasn't fasting because it wasn't
We
nothing
ain't
but
nothing to eat. You know what? That's why a lot of brothers
that
don't
was
got no
forced
problem
fasting.
fasting because they know how it is to fast for real. You ain't got no fucking food. You know what I mean? You gotta wait. Look,
That
you
was
gotta
like
wait till the
that
sun to go down, right? You have to wait till mama get home from work to
was,
eat. You ain't had
tell
no
you,
money, your ass can't cook. So look, that you fasted all fucking day until mommy came home from work, nigga. And the sun is down. So that's your fasting right there. You know what I mean? Word.
that's a
Word.
fact, man. That's a fact, yo. But definitely, man. It's definitely needed, man. That laughter, that helps the heart, helps the soul, man.
Of course. I try to do it a lot, man. I try.
As serious as things is, man, you got to get that in there too.
Thank God for the kids and having children, man.
Mm-hmm.
They keep the youthful laughing and don't take
Absolutely.
everything serious. They keep that around, you know what I'm saying? So you can get that. So that's why another thing, and that's another blessing to have children,
Mm-hmm.
the kid and whatnot, because they gonna keep the laughter around in some kind of way.
Most
Even
def-
sometimes they piss you, even if they piss you off and get you mad, it's
Absolutely.
gonna be, you know what I
Absolutely.
mean? You're gonna appreciate the laughter around, man, and the
Absolutely. 'Cause
life,
my son definitely does that, man. He
yeah.
definitely does that, man. He put his work in. 4 years old, he be putting his work in. Cut
Yeah.
out. And I'm telling you, I'd be like looking at him, all that energy, and I'd be thinking like, what was I thinking? Like, I'm too old to be chasing around this kid. Like,
Yeah.
that energy is different, yo. You know
Super
what
energy,
I'm
man. They
saying?
got when they kids, forget it, man. Shit.
Oh man,
They
but it's definitely a beautiful thing, man. And through it all, like I said, yo, just having this, man, it's a blessing, yo. It's a blessing within itself, yo. You know what I'm saying? And
definitely.
I,
Likewise, man.
I'm grateful, man. I'm humble. I'm grateful, man, to have these people in my corner the way they are, yo. All of y'all here. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, definitely want y'all to,
Keep
keep y'all head.
tapping.
Yeah, keep
Keep
tapping in, man. Keep
tapping in, hit us up, send us things that we could talk about. Like we said a little while ago, we'll talk about anything.
absolutely
But most importantly, stuff that we did on the regular, you know what I mean? Men,
right,
women, we could talk. We here.
right.
And 9 times out of 10, we could probably share a lot of the same stories, man. We all
Mm-hmm.
pretty much come from the same upbringings and terrains and life situations and things of that nature. And it's okay to talk about it. 'Cause we all here.
Exactly.
It's the community. Word.
Right, exactly, and that's definitely what we try and build here. So, at the end of the day, whoever it is, whatever it is, I'm saying, reach out to somebody, even not me or my bro right here. Reach out to somebody. There's always somebody out there you can talk to. Or, make sure you ain't just chasing that bag all day. You checking on your mental health and making sure
For
you're good.
sure.
So, That's definitely most important, because if you ain't here, especially if you got them kids, man, it's different. You know what I'm saying? So definitely, like, you know, just keep that in mind. You know what I'm saying? Put God first, yo. And with God,
Definitely the
that
most high first.
anything,
Yeah.
man. You could change anything. You can change any of your situations. You know what I'm saying? As long as you put, you know, most high first. So, you know what I mean? Definitely keep that going. But, you know what I'm saying? My brother.
My brother, I'm here. We can do this every week, man.
Yeah, you know, we're gonna be in touch, man. This is a good building joint, you know.
Yes,
Man, I
I
appreciate
appreciate it
it.
too. This gave me some energy, man. Put a little energizer battery on my back now. You know what I'm saying? I'm good.
Yeah, let that motivate you.
You
All
good?
right.
Bobby downstairs? Go get the food. All right, cool. You gotta go outside with shorts on. Bugged out. All right.
Yeah, the things they do, right?
Kids, man. So we're gonna do this every week.
Let's
And if
do
we
it.
can't, if the week that we can't do it, it's all good. We'll pick it back up. Cause I know life
Sure.
get crazy, but we're gonna try to do this every week.
Yeah,
And
I'm on here definitely every Sunday.
every Sunday
Definitely
I'm off, so
I'm
it's
on
all
here.
good. It's all good.
And you know, anytime you want, brother, you know you could reach out, tap in. You know what I'm saying?
Definitely.
You know, I'll bring you on, nigga. It's nothing. It's all love, baby.
Word.
I appreciate it too, man. Thanks for coming on, sharing, and you know,
Man, thanks for having me, man.
no,
Thank you. I appreciate
no
that,
problem.
man. Word.
All right, my brother, I'm gonna hit you because I'm about to go get my daughter from work.
Okay, don't forget to,
All
to save this. When you end the live, post this joint.
right, copy
All
that.
right?
Copy that.
Love you, brother.
Love you too, brother. Thank you.
Peace.
Peace.
Don't even know how to end the joint.
Oh man, that was a good one, man. Needed that one. Word. You know, thanks y'all for tuning into it. You know what I'm saying? For watching. You know what I mean? Again, thank y'all for y'all love, y'all support. You know, like I said, I'm definitely not trying. I'm definitely gonna make this a every Sunday thing. If anybody who wanna, you know, tap into the live or whatever, you know, you're more than welcome. Like I said, we could talk about whatever. You know what I mean? Just make sure y'all take care of yourselves. You know, be safe out there. I love y'all. Nobody told you today I love you. And y'all be safe, man. Blessings upon blessings to everyone. All due praises to the Most High. All right.